Hello, this is Goto. Welcome back to the Islands of Insight Hub Puzzle series. Today I've already taken a look at all of our remaining, or I guess I should say available puzzles. So things of note, there's actually like nothing available right now. Um, we have memory grids and hidden pentads resetting in the next 30 minutes. But other than that, there are two types of puzzles available. I didn't say like literally nothing, just almost nothing. We have one morphic fractal available, and 11 phasic dials, which is kind of a lot. So we're definitely going to be running around looking for wall slabs all day today. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop to it. Puzzle radars are going to be definitely still helpful, but I think a little less helpful than normal since we kind of know where wall slabs are, right? 11 phasic dials is quite a lot. Here, hold on, let me see one right here. Let's get this one before we pick up that puzzle radar. Apologies if you hear my dogs munching down their dinner behind me. They love their food. Okay, so we're not going to have any puzzles that we really have time to walk up to, so just marking these by map is going to be fine. Let's teleport over here, see if we can see any more. Here's another one, so that's 3 we're seeing so far. We've done 1. So there's 7 others. Oh, you okay over there? Someone's eating their dinner a little too quickly. Because there's not really a whole lot of wall slabs on this side of the map. Here's our morphic fractal. And our last phasic dial. Okay. So we've marked 5 puzzles. Let's go pick them up. Okay, morphic, yeah, fractal first. Always slightly nervous going on these on camera because they can sometimes take a really long time to do. We were okay that time though. Now then, on to our phasic dials. Alright, well we marked here and there's no puzzle up here, so let's check underneath. We do be falling into the void here, though. Let's get back up. Use this launch pad here to get up. And let's check under this area. So there's a couple of wall slabs in here. I think there's one back here specifically. Not right now. Maybe it's like over there, I think. Yeah, that's all. The couple I'm seeing over here are complete. Here, let's go and look where I had marked again. Maybe I did not look close enough. Okay, here we are. Oh, here it is. Okay, I just missed it. I'm blind. Can we just do this by spamming this button? I don't think so. So let's do this one 5 times. And then that should be a different parity for this button, right? So these are all 5 knobs, so that doesn't actually change the parity here. That should have changed the parity though. Now that would have changed the parity because that's also still a 5. Where's our parity changing button here? Is it we gotta do these 2 buttons together? do... I think we want red and yellow on sync, right? Yeah, okay, there we go. We got it. We got there. Where else would there be potential phasic dials over here? I think this building can have them on them. Nope, no dice over here. What about over here? I think I see one up there. No, that's a solid one. Well, down here I think you can have one in this little tunnel. But there's not anything. We do have a puzzle radar here. I'll mark this puzzle radar... Here, let's see. We'll use the warp beacon to get back over here. Because we already have many puzzles in this area marked, so we should go and clean up what we have marked first before we pick up another radar. Alright, let's go ahead and go do that. Let's teleport back to the Pearl. And then we can do these 3 that we have marked over here in sequence. Just checking a couple other spawns while we're heading over here. Alright. Ooh, another big one, huh? Okay, we can't use this one because purple and blue are the same length. Unless we get this one here in the same phase as green. Now we can fix the red. No, we can't seem to fix the red with just this button now. Because these are both even dials, so let's put the cyan on an odd parity. There we go. And now we're good. Wow, I solved the puzzle like as intended. Who the fuck? Actually thinking about my moves. Alright, I see our next puzzle up here. Oh, jeez. Had something go in my throat there. Oh gosh, another big one, huh? Okay. Well, let's do our cyan first. What do we want to do last here? I'm not really sure. We'll just start pressing buttons. Let's do yellow next, I guess. So yellow and cyan are good. I guess let's take care of green first. So green, we need to go like this. So this just does a half cycle on those 3 knobs. How about over here? Let's get green in the finished position. Okay. So now we need to get purple finished, but that breaks green. So let's try to get green and pink here at the same time. There we go. There's green and pink. Now hopefully these are in a phase that will cooperate, and they did, luckily. Thank goodness. Because I am not good at these 6-dial ones. I mean, I'm not good at the phasic dials, like, in general, but I'm really not good at those. Okay, we can do green last here. Let's do pink, and then red, and then this one. Okay, we need to do pink to do a full lap there, then we can do yellow, then this guy. Now, how do we do our cyan? We needed to do cyan earlier, that's a whoopsie. There we go. Whoops! I didn't mean to hit that button. Okay, we're good. Fix purple and then do green. Okay, so let's grab another puzzle radar. Let's see how many puzzles we have left here. We have 6 phasic dials left, and we finished the morphic fractal, so only 6 more puzzles we need to find total. See, there's one of them. We're not really doing any grids, so I might as well come over here and drop all of my foresights into this music grid. I don't think we're gonna have enough foresights to finish that. Okay. Never mind. Anyways, let's mark that puzzle. Let's hurry up, try to take advantage of this puzzle radar. Though I see an immediate one over here that we're just gonna go ahead and use right now. We'll go down here and grab this matchbox just because I see it right now. Okay. And we missed the landing. Oh well, this happens. We'll grab this hidden ring here. This is a... Basically everything here we're seeing that's not a phasic dial is a Shady Wildwood. That's okay, though. Okay, here's the puzzle box we were gonna grab. Now, let's see. Any more phasic dials here? Yes, here's one. Not sure which zone that one belongs to. I think that's gonna be our zone in question here, though. So we have 3 marked. There are 3 more to go. This is probably one up here. So 2 more to mark. For some reason, the Shady Wildwood hidden object's all the way up here. Like, guys, this is not Shady Wildwood. Like, that down there, the puzzle down there, I actually just, like, picked up my hand off my mouse and pointed at it. That down there is Shady Wildwood. This up here is not. How are we doing on our timer here? About 5 seconds left. Okay, where can we see in 5 seconds? Nowhere. Okay. Let's go and backtrack. Okay, let's do our cyan here. And we need to do our cyan again, so that we can fix red. Okay, so red is good. Purple is good now. And is green and yellow cooperate? No, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then can they cooperate? There we go. Just barely got the 30-second bonus there. Here's our next phasic dial. Seems to be a pretty easy one. At the green dial and the red dial in the same parity there. Just changed one to be an odd one instead of an even one, and we were good to go. Oh yeah, let's do this one that's over here on the building. Hoping this is the Autumn Falls one, but we're about to find out. Okay, we're gonna do green last. Super easy one. Love to see it. It's nice when they give you, like, a lot of knobs, maybe, but all of the knobs are very easy to control. When your knobs have, like, 30 buttons on them, they are a little annoying. So this one was down here. And here we go. Alright, we have a solo red knob again. Let's do our cyan first. Then we can do, I don't know, yellow. And then we need to do cyan again. And we need to do yellow again. You get the issue here? There we go. Oh, now we need to do green. We can do that with this dial. And now we do purple and then red. Okay, red happened to solve itself. Nice. So we have 2 left, right? 2 to go. Alright, so where have we not really been around with a puzzle radar, especially? Here's our puzzle radar. Let's go ahead and pick it up and take a look around us. Here we go. Here's one. Double check the map for another in this area. Don't see anything, so we'll keep going. There's one. There can often be a wall tile like on this building, but it doesn't look like that's where our wall tile in question is today. How are we looking for time? About 10 seconds left. Come on. Let's make it work. Come on. A puzzle radar would also be acceptable. Oh no, here we go. Here it is. Last one here is right back here. Well, I don't know if I want to call it right back here. This is like the most secluded corner of the earth over here. Alright, pretty easy dial. Now we just need to run back. I'm not going to really bother taking that puzzle radar because we do not need it. Let's not run back though. Let's teleport back. It's like half the amount of running. And then it looks like we're going to have an extended day of working on the Lost Grids today. Okay, we just need to get red here. I think we should fix purple and then fix red and then solve the puzzle with this button. That does not seem to be working. Hey, okay, let's do that button there. I thought these were in... I thought that would have worked, huh? What if we do... Let's see. There we go. That was an odd that I just put into the yellow dial, so we should be good now. There it is, finally. Jeez, okay. Maybe one day I'll actually be good at those. I mean, I don't know if I'm horrible at them, per se. So we only have 11 of those left total now. That's cool. We had a lot today. And we only have 5 fractals left. Alright, very, very good progress. Let's hop down to... Oh, darn, I didn't have a quest picked up. Hopefully we didn't have one relative or relevant to that. Puzzle boxes or match boxes, we'll take that. Do I want to take movement quest, variety quest? I don't think so. We'll just stick with this one that I have right now. Alright, down we go! Maybe today we want to work on some of the harder ones. But first, I do want to... Let's go down and work on these pattern grids. Okay. This looks pretty easy. Okay, next up. This looks... pretty easy as well. Is it just like this? Yep, that was a... Whoops, I closed it really quickly. There we go. Some weird tiled pattern there. Wait a second, is there... Shouldn't there be a plus up here as well? Um, okay, so this one looks like we're making a little building, kind of. We don't know what the top of the building's supposed to look like. Like, does it always look like this, or... Like, is that what it should look like because it's 3 tall? I don't know, I guess we're about to find out. So we have a little window here, and then the second floor, and then the top floor. Yep, I guess it was the building with horns for some reason. Alright, what are we doing here? Okay. This looks like some kind of puzzle of symmetry, so we need to figure out which symbol means what, basically. So, I'm guessing this symbol means it is symmetrical on this axis. Maybe this one is this axis, this one's this axis, and this one is this axis? If so, yeah, this works here. Not here, not there, yeah. Okay, so this one is symmetrical here, and not the other ways. This one is symmetrical here, and here, but not these these ways. And then this one is symmetrical this way, and this way. So it's symmetrical these 2 ways. What? Well, I mean, how do we determine what the last one is? Because we can kind of decide if it's symmetrical or not. Like, if we put light here, then those are dark. But if we put dark light here, then... Oh, well, this one breaks. Okay. I'm forgetting how symmetry works, apparently. So, this needs to be light here, and then this needs to be light there. Okay. Yeah, symmetry. That's how that works. Alright, let's look at maybe one of these more challenging puzzles. A 3-star puzzle. Alright, connect all dark cells. Well, we can start with that. No foreigner rows allowed. Okay. So our dark letter is B. All B's are going to be dark. D's are all light, and A's don't exist. Okay, cool. Good to know. So if this is light, it connects A and D, so this is going to have to be dark. Then there's going to have to be a light immediately in front of it. This needs to be light because 4 in a row. Okay. Light cells doing anything special? No 4 in a row light cells either. Okay. But they don't have to connect or anything, so that kind of simplifies that a little bit. E being in here has to be... Or EE has... All the other letters have to be light. I don't know why I'm thinking so hard about that one. So let's get our 4 in a rows here taken care of. This one's got to be dark. If this one's dark, then this one's got to be dark, and that's going to make a 4 in a row. So this one's got to be light here. We don't have any other G's. Are there that many letters here? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. For some reason, I guess I forgot how the alphabet works. Okay. we're going to need to get from this side of the puzzle to this side somehow. So there's a gap right here currently, but we can't actually go through here, so this has to come out this way. Okay, so this top side is connected. This cannot go through here, because if you try to go through here, it's going to 4 in a row and have to lock itself in. Whoops, misclick. Okay, so we're coming out here now. We need to get back here, so that's going to be a blocking in of that section. Okay, all the Bs are connected, that's good, but we still have to connect all dark cells. That's going to kind of be the crux of the problem here. We're not going to be able to go through here, and we could go down through here, and we could go up through here, but we can't go through here. Okay, if we go up through here, this D is going to get split up, so we have to go under this. Okay, and D can just come up through here, I guess? Like, D, we don't want it to go around this, do we? Maybe. We have a couple options here for how we go up here. We can either go like this. We can either go like this, or we can go the other way. But either way, it involves having these crossroads here. However, since this dark tile is here... No, hold on. I'm thinking of this backwards. The crossroads should be on this way, so the other way would look like this. So what was the other overlapping path? Was up and then over, and then up and then over, and then up and then over. I'm gonna take a quick screenshot of what this side of the puzzle looks like right now, and then I'm gonna go back and do the other way again. So if we go up, over, up, over, up, over, like this. I'm not even like really paying attention to what's happening to the dart. Oh, but we can't do this one because it messes up the dart. That's a myopia arrow, sir. So I think we have to do this way then. And then this one's gonna have to be light. Now we go dark, dark right in front of it. Okay, that makes sense. That's light, light, and light. This one's light and that one's light. Okay. Cool, that fixes up that corner. Now what do we do over here? We're gonna need a dark cell here or here. So I think we can go ahead and do that. Seems fine. I think here we just do... Nope, we can't do that. We do light, 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 light. Okay, there we go. Nice. That was a pretty fun myopia and other things puzzle. Okay, what's going on here? Snake of 24. Did we not do a Snake of 24 puzzle, or is that the one that I abandoned? So what does the Snake of 24 look like? It looks like 8 dark tiles somewhere. So if I just kind of doodle a random snake here, what does it give us? This is 21. Okay, so we need to be much more compact and much more efficient in our snaking. So that's 22. It's a bit better. I'm like not even really sure how to start this puzzle. I feel like there has to be just a smarter way to start it, but it's kind of like having a tough time envisioning it. So I don't think we want to go here like this, right? Because this wastes a lot of tiles to go into this corner here and then turn. Because then the best we can do is something like this, right? Like, it's just like a lot of wasted space here. And we can make a loop, so that's good to know, but yeah, this is just like a lot of wasted space here. So I think we want to... Well, since we can make a loop, it is worth considering to make a loop. Like, what's the longest kind of loop we can make? Like, that's still 20, though. So how do we make the loop bigger? And why do we have a high score of 22 yet? You know, we can't, do better than that. If we don't connect these over here, this is what this is going to look like over here. This kind of ends up being a dead end up here, because this has to connect, and then don't want to connect that over there. That's 22. I mean, it's a little closer, but not good enough. If we do this, then we can do no additional movement, because this 24 kind of bars us here. Let's see. How does the foresight have us start here? So it has us start with this cell here. So if we go left here, and then let's just say we don't connect the snake. I feel like that's what we just did. So let's say connecting the snake here. What if we connect the snake up here, kind of like spiral around? I'm just like terrible at this type of puzzle though, aren't I? Though this is 24, that's a little better than before. If we could just squeeze one more tile out of it somewhere. So let's see how far back we messed up. So this being light is correct. This one should be dark, though. Okay. If this is light here, we block in this area. This is a lot of dark cells already. We can only have one more dark cell on the whole grid, right? Which realistically is going to be like up here or up here. We can't get into these corners, right? Yeah, there's no way to get into this corner unless we start or end the snake there. Right? So these should both be dark. Multiple tiles are colored incorrectly, yeah. So those are both dark. The snake doesn't go in those corners. But it does probably come in here like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have one dark tile we can use remaining, and it's going to be either here or here. So it's either this or this. Wait, am I counting this right? 24. Oh, it's 12 dark tiles, not 8 dark tiles. Wow, I cannot math. I feel like I did that on the last puzzle, too. Okay, so this goes like this. This is good so far, right? And we probably want to squeeze in here. Which would mean that would want to go... Probably wrap around over here, but then this isn't even connected, so wrap around over here like this. Is this 24? There it is. Just I don't really like know the logic of how to do this properly. I'm not gonna lie. All right, there was a couple of tough ones. Maybe let's do another tough one. That's hopefully not make a giant snake again. Okay, I think I can do this one. Connect all dark cells and number area numbers. Kind of a standard. Alright, this 5 is pretty constrained in here. The 5 has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can block that connection off as well. So the 5 has to come here. Let's see, if the 3 goes here, the 4 can become a T shape over here. No, hold on. If the 3 goes here, then 3 also has to go up, and then this 4 locks in the dark cells in this corner. So the 3 can't go here. 4 can go not here, because that would lock in that tile. Alright. Now our 5 can come out and an extra tile. I'm thinking this 2 is angled in such a way we want to go down this way. That's going to be an escape route for this dark path up here. Alright, that's looking pretty good. This 4 is going to have to cut off this tile, so this tile is going to have to come out that way. And then the 6 is just going to fill in that corner, yeah. That was not too bad. Let's take a breather and do a 1 pipper. Okay, this 12 only has 1 place to go now, so the 12 is done. And the 8 is done, and the 3 is done. Alright. And that wasn't a 1 pipper, I meant a 2 pipper. Alright, back into the stars. Oh, no, not again. What is the theory of this? How do you do this properly? Like, what is the logic here? Because I'm just, like, trying to eyeball this, and I'm like, I don't know, this isn't correct. Like, that's not 24. Give me a starting point, please. Up here in the corner, wow. Is it light? Yep, it is light, okay. Like, I don't understand. What is it trying to teach me here? Like, this 24 being over here just, like, ruins everything. I mean, that's 19. That's 22. Is there a lesson I can learn from this that I would understand? Because we can, like, bend this track in over here, and it's like, alright, well, it didn't give us any extra space. So let's use the foresights to help us here. So we know this is correct so far. So per snake, we know it's not going to go that way. It could come down this way, and if it does come down that way, that becomes a snake trap over there. It's not going to come down and loop itself in the back of the 24 like that. That would be invalid. Though it could go something like this. I feel like we need to utilize more space up here, though. So this is correct so far, right? That is not even correct. Okay. Good to know. We have the tail of the snake, and it's over here. There we go. I mean, that's 24. Still not really pleased about that. I'm not getting the logic on that. Maybe these were rejected puzzles because the logic for them is, like, kind of hard to figure out, or doesn't make sense. Alright, what's going on here? We have a viewpoint of too many things to make a determination. A has to get across here somehow. And we can't have this stepping of the light tiles. What's the relevance of this dark tile here? Like, why would there be a dark tile here? We can't do a 3 in a row, which would mean probably one of these is going to end up being dark, and then the other one would have to be light. Where do we have any near misses on this pattern? The X pattern? No, not really. Oh, hold on, this A. These A's over here. So if the 8 is going up, or if the A is going up or down, if it's going either of these ways, it can't go over here. Which means that the A has to go... I'm saying A, sorry, 8. The 8 has to go up and then left. That would be 7. So it has to go at least up and down and left 1. So this is true, and that dark cell has to be dark. Or wait, no, if this one's dark, that one can be light. But then if that one's light... Okay. So this is true. This is a true starting point of the puzzle. So let's get our dark tiles going here with the new pattern that we have. This one needs to be dark over here. We can't have any 3 in a row, so break all of those up. This one's got to be dark here. Let's see, I'm just looking for near misses at this point. So here's a near miss. These are... I just got to near miss the 3 in a row here. Here's a near miss down here. Near misses for 3 in a row. 3 in a row there. Should have seen that one a little earlier. 3 in a row up there. Okay, so now we got to go over here, block that path, and go there for the A. Alright. We are cooking on these, kind of. If you don't, like, you know, count the ones with the snakes in them. Oh boy, okay, this one's bound to be interesting. So we have no dominoes. No dark dominoes. And we need to get a shape of 37 that is blocked in diagonally. And it can't have 4 in a rows, huh? Well, what if we just try to do something like this? So that's a 4 in a row. Block the 4 in a row. We can go here, right? But then this would be blocked. And this would be blocked. This is okay, and this one's okay. Is this 37 if we do this shape? No, that is not 37. What is this? 18? That's not even close to 37. Also, all of this cells out here are ambiguous. It can be whatever the heck it wants to be. I mean, there we go. So we're gonna need to kind of strategically crawl around dark tiles, kind of in this way. How many tiles do we have here total? We have 49. So we can only have a total of 12 dark tiles, and they're gonna have to be symmetrical. So I'm gonna guess it's gonna be something like... That can be against the edge of the board. Probably one here. Probably one here. If that one doesn't work, let's do that instead. One down here to break that 4 in a row. Oh no, this doesn't work either. Okay. This is another one where we have to think about a lot of tiles at the same time. So let's see, if we go out, this becomes like this. We basically need to connect all light cells, right? So this goes in like this, and then I think this is where we're going to want to have a light tile so that there can be 2 dark tiles here. That saves on the cost of 1 dark tile. This one can come out, go out here. Oh no, we've locked the cell away. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. Hold on. Let's see if we can kind of get out in this pattern. We're missing 1 light tile, darn it. That's so funny. Multiple tiles are colored incorrectly. This is the earliest one. It's like one of the first tiles I put. Okay, so this is correct? So that's correct, okay. Oh man, I am not having a good time on a good... Like, I'm having a good time, but I mean, I'm not having a lucky time on some of these. I mean, I know it's not luck-based, but, like, seeing the solution sometimes is a little bit of luck, right? Okay, let's maybe look at one more. This one looks fun, okay. The letters go to K. 1 symbol per light area. This is a kind of a classic Nurikabe. So let's see, we don't want to do this. We don't want to do anything that boxes anything in at the edge of the board, so... I feel like that might have been the only spot that was at risk of happening there. So basically, this is 1 symbol per light area. Some of these symbols have a length constraint on them, and then many do not have a length constraint on them. Also, no 2x2s of dark tiles. So yeah, it is a classic Nurikabe rules. We don't need to connect any letters. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, where's G? G, H, I, J, K. So there's no doubles of any letters. So really, we just need to think about how we're going to use these letters to block all potential 2x2s. Like, for example, there's a potential 2x2 up here. So one of these 2 has to come in here. So if we go down with this 2, this can't be filled in with a light cell. So this one has to go be dark. Let's see, we could go left with this one. Right? If we go left with this one, it would look like this. And that would be okay. If we went up with this one, it would look like this, and that's okay. If we go right here, it looks like this, and that's still okay. Like, a lot of different options here. And if we go down, it looks still fine, because the top 2 can cover it. So, yeah, we're not really worried about that being broken because of that 2. But we do know this one can't come down because that causes this. Nothing can reach up here, right? So that's... There we go, another tile we figured out. Let's see, we have a light tile here that makes our thing look like this, and I don't see an immediate problem with that, so we're fine on that front. Maybe we should look at this 5. Where all can the 5 go? The 5 has very limited movement. It cannot go anywhere. Okay. I was looking at that earlier, and I was like, can the 5 even go anywhere? Not really, no. Okay, so the 3 can come up here by 1, and then it has to go down here by 1, so the 2 can't go over there. The 3 is going to have to come here or here, so the A can't come here. Very tricky, this one. Where can this 4 go? The 4 can go here, here, and here. So the 4 is maxed out already. So we do need something in this square down here. I feel like the 2 makes the most sense because the 2 has a condition it needs to meet. And then we can just go around the H here. Here we need to go either with the E or the C. But I feel like the E going over doesn't really do anything for us, so we might as well do it with that. Connect that. Like, if the letters don't need to go anywhere, they shouldn't. And I'm gonna guess this is an edge of the board over here. So I'm gonna guess this 2 goes here, so that we can go in this corner and do this too. How's my intuition on that? Yep, everything kind of as I was feeling out there as we went along. Okay, good, good. Now we're gonna need to break a 2x2 in here. I'm thinking we do it with the 3. That makes this have to come down this way. Here we need to break a 2x2 either with the D or the F. I'm thinking the F right now, so the D can kind of come under here and go between the F and the G here. But let's hold on that one. Still not really sure exactly. Like, I feel here we can just do 2 and K like this. And that lets the F come here, and then the 2 can go here and here. The G can come here. And we've made a grave mistake. Oh no. Because R3 is in trouble. This is the earliest tile we made a mistake on, huh? So the A does not come up here. Okay. So then the 3 does that. We now know. The 2 has to just stay out of the way here. Here, the K is going to fill in this 2x2. And then the 2... You know, if this goes... No, the 2 is just going to do that 2x2. Okay. Alright. Whoa, that was a tough one. Kind of got the concept, but just messed up that letter at the beginning. Alright. We have an underclude now. Connect all dark tiles. So to connect all dark tiles, we're going to have some kind of exit route for the dark tiles colliding with the 7s here. So we can't do like this, for example. If we do that, and the 7 comes here, you know, we box in a dark cell here, and if the 3 comes in, then the 7 is gonna get boxed in some other way. So I think these got to be dark. Now this one's further away. Does the same apply on this side too? So I think the 7 has to come over here. can't box this in, so 7 has to come down there. Can this 3 go here? No. Can the 3 come here? Sure. This is correct so far, yeah? Okay. Oh, I should remember using a foresight in a underclude grid kind of gives you a lot of info, so. So 2 more tiles we know for sure. Three has to come out at least by 1. 3 is fine to go in here. Doesn't cause any problems. 3 would be fine to go elsewhere as well, so... Let's see. What else? 7 being here... Yeah, 7 being here would be a problem, so this one's got to be dark. Okay. So basically we carved out a little hallway for the 7 to come out of. Alright, let's do one more maybe. Let's call it after this one. So we are making a dark snake of unknown dimension right here. Unknown starting point, unknown ending point. Connect all dark cells. This is like a one-way hall, but we're gonna need dark cells in here, so... have the snake come in that way. Let's see, 16 is a pretty big number, okay. So we have some 16s here. Looks like we're probably gonna go over here, come up, and then come back down, and then go back up. This is very similar to a different puzzle from a different area. I don't remember which one, but I feel like we have seen it before. So if we go down with this 2, we immediately cause a dead end here. Yeah, so this 2 has to go like this. Are we using these bridges? Most likely, I would guess. Be nice to know where the snake starts and ends. I'm guessing there's gonna be one end in here, so we know one of the heads of the snake is over here in this area. Now, where might it be starting, though? Like, is there some kind of terminus somewhere that forces it to not be able to continue? I don't think we have enough information to determine that yet. We cannot go left here because it would make a snake trap right here. So this one's dark, light. Like, it's still just, like, very possible for there to be a random snake head here somewhere. Are there any moves that make 2 snake heads? So if we do a light cell here, there's a head here suddenly. So it would have to... Oh, there would be a head down here too. So this has to connect. This has to keep going here. So if we go in this way, we would be stuck in a loop. So we have to go out this way, and then in this way. So here's the other head of our snake. So we have a head in here and a head in here. So now we can act upon the rest of the snake that we know it has no surprise head of the snake. This is a snake trap here, and then how many more tiles do we need here? 2 more tiles? Well, we have to go here. And if we go here, we make a snake trap, so that's going to be that shape. Oh, this is tricky here too, because we don't know if this is the head of the snake here, this tile between the 5 and the 6, or if it's down here in the corner by the 1. I guess we're going to have to figure it out, though, because this is all isolated from the rest of everything else happening over here. I think anything besides this makes a snake trap over here, so we can go ahead and fill that in. And we gotta escape there. Alright, there's our 7. What's going on down here in this corner? Feeling like I just need a doodle here because the shapes are... Yeah, okay. So that's looking good so far. These 6 teams are going to be kind of a pain to work around here. Alright, what do we know? We know that we have the head of the snake here, and there's one head over here. I think we can actually go ahead and finish this, right? This is all correct so far? Just want to do a safety foresight. Okay. So yeah, these have to cross here. These can't connect here. Could they connect here? If they connect here, then that would mean that. Okay, so those can't connect there. This has to connect here or here. Yeah, I should have seen that one. Okay, so that has to connect on that side. 4 is coming in at least to there. This has to be dark to let access to this area. How do we go about doing this 5? Maybe something like this? Pentomino here? I think we can do the 5 like this, maybe? No, we've got to kind of wrap around it in a way that makes sense. So like this. Yeah, that makes sense. Whoops. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Alright, let's back up. So we were fine up to here, right? So we cannot actually go in here with the 4. We have to snake up there. Then this can come here. That can go... Oh, that's a problem on this side now. Where have we gone wrong over here? So far so good over here. So this one's got to be dark. Okay. So this has to come out here. Okay, that makes sense. The 5 just to be a pillar. Okay, geez. Do these just connect here? No, because if these just connect, this goes like this, then that goes like that, and then that's a snake trap. So these cannot connect. And then this 4 cannot come up here. It could come like here, but... Wait, no. It can't come there. The snake has to go through here without touching this piece. So these are a non-connection point. These have to connect now. So this really has two ways it can go. It can either go... Well, that's got to be there. It could either go like dark, dark, going around this to make that 4. Or it can be go all the way around the 4 to do that. In any case, we know the dark goes here, at least. I guess it kind of depends on what the 16 is trying to do here. And that has to go there at least, so we don't know if this 4 goes left or right currently. Okay, let's fill in some snake traps here. I'm thinking these 16s are not going to touch each other, right? Like, they don't. Well, they do have enough tiles, but then that made a mess for the other snake over here. So these 16s are probably not touching. We need to consider how we fill in this 16. I'm feeling like it's more valuable for the 16 to go back here and have the snake go around the back here. But then we have, like, way too big of a snake trap. Yeah, so that doesn't work. So the 16 does not come over here. The 4 goes over here. Snake trap here, and then one more. Oh gosh, this is an issue too, huh? No, this is not an issue. Where do we do our last light tile here so it's not an issue for the snake? Because if we do a light tile here, then we have a new snake tail, which we don't want. If we do a light tile here, there's a new snake head. Aha, there's not a new snake tail. Okay. That makes sense. This 14... Or, sorry, the 16, it almost definitely has to, wrap around, go around the 16, right? Yeah, I mean, we already have that tile, so fill in the snake trap here. Alright, cool. That's the 10 and the 16. I'm thinking the 10, then, is just gonna go something like this. Oh, and we forgot the 6 here. Let's just fix that. There we go, cool. Got stuck a couple of places, but we got there in the end. That was pretty fun. Good session here. We knocked out some of the big trouble keepers over here. We'll be seeing one less 3-star in the future, and probably something else equally ridiculous. Anyways, if you're enjoying the series, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I look forward to next episode. Oh, wait, before we go, there was a couple of puzzles that I said we're resetting. Oh, our last hidden pentad is available today, or right now. So let's go permanently finish the Autumn Falls hidden pentads. And then what else reset? Memory grids? Yeah, it looks like memory grids were the other one that we were waiting on. They did not reset. Or they did not give us a new available puzzle. So we have exactly one puzzle in all of Autumn Falls. How long will it take for us to find it? I'll search a little on camera, and if it ends up being more than, like, I don't know, a couple minutes, I will pick up a puzzle radar, and I will be back once we find it. But yeah, it's starting to make some pretty solid progress. I probably need to take a little bit of a longer break between recording sessions, because today we only have basic dials to do. So having more puzzles to do would probably be more conducive to the hub puzzle series. Also, it's just like more efficient to run around and look for puzzles when you're looking for more than one or two things, you know? So here's our puzzle radar. I'd like to actually pick it up. Okay, cool. So the puzzle, we really have no idea where it's at. It's freshly spawned, so all of this ground is uncovered ground. Is it down here? Nope. So it doesn't seem like it's on the kind of back half of the island. We're seeing some shady wildwood puzzles over here. I'm gonna grab this hidden ring just because it's not really that far out of the way. Where's our warp beacon? Let's jump up here to our warp beacon. And we can refresh our puzzle radar here as well. Multiple times, actually. So let's just keep looking in this direction, see if we can get a free armillary ring. Nope. In fact, we see another puzzle radar here. We know where so many puzzle radars are. We're gonna find this puzzle in no time. So let's keep going along here. I'm just gonna guess like it's not in the main area. Here's another puzzle radar. Wow, it's not gonna be in this like main forested area just because I've ran through there so many times and I probably would have gotten it by now. So if we're not seeing it in this main forested area, and we didn't see it along the back wall, it's probably here between the pearl and like the temple over there. Aha, here it is. It was near the pearl. Let's see if I can finish it while our puzzle radar is active. Sure can. That is... boom. 46 out of 46 hidden Pentads for the Autumn Falls. And another puzzle now at 100% completion. What are we at for 100% completion? We have one leitmotif left. We have all our hidden Pentads. We have one memory grid left. We have all the flow orbs, all the wandering echoes, 4 glide rings, very close on those, only 3 rolling blocks, 4 shifting mosaics, and then 5 morphic fractals. Yeah, very close on several types of puzzles here. We're gonna start getting close to the point where we have like, I don't know, 3 puzzles to find, and then we're gonna go somewhere else. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.